Hello everyone. Today our subject is electrification of building and complex, and our topic is electrical safety, part 3. We can discuss in this video electrical hazards and personal safety. We can also see the part 1 and part 2 electrical safety, and this video we can discuss about the electrical hazards and personal safety. So first we can discuss about the electrocutions means electrical precautions to be carried out in electrical safety and protection point of view. So we can discuss in details what do you mean by electrocutions. Electrocutions to prevention and training where are red mushrooms switches responses immediately, cut powers and red buttons and switch or plugs we can use. If in any debate, do not touch victims when the fault is occurs and the path is continue to flow in one hand to other hand, so we can avoid to touch the victims. One hand behind back, stand on the insulations tip with the back of hand. Use the insulating rods and sticks to move the wires from the victim. On this situation we can use the insulations and rods and sticks and move wires from the victims. Also the call for the assistance and talk and reassure the victims. Also, if unconscious, then use first aid treatment. So we can this is the precautions for carried out for the safety and protection for the personal human being safety. Next we will discuss about the electrical hazards and personal safety, where electrical hazards is done for office and homes 95% and laboratories in 5%. Trailing wires, faulty wires, so it will occurs the faults and it makes the electrical hazards, and this condition how to make the personal safeties. Also we can use discuss in first and second video the equipment and appliances electrical safety and protections, and the next is mains. Avoid the direct working with the mains. Use only the low voltage and the low tension. We can use the main supply at the low voltage, low tension, and then check all the leads for the freeing, proper clamping and the proper earthing is to be done. We can also check the proper connections and the proper clamping and the proper earthing connection is to be done. Then we can also operate the this electrifications. Next, repairing and maintenance. Do not repair the competency required, and one's hand behind back trip cushionly with the back of the hand. Trust nobody. Remove the fuse and use phase tester. In this position, during a repairing and maintenance period, we cannot trust nobody because of we can remove the fuse, and we can also use the insulation and the safety and protection, all these things, but it will not safer. So we can use the proper safety and protection during the electrical repairing and maintenance work. Next, we'll discuss about the specific hazards and personal safety in electrical sports equipments. Very strict regulations on the equipments and operations, design and repairing and the maintenance. Never modify or tamper with such equipments. ECG measurements, even a few microampere in the susceptible locations can have the massive consequence basis of the heart pacemakers. So next is pacemakers. The susceptible to a strong magnetic field, NMR, are used for the possibility RF and microwaves. We can use the pacemakers for the specific hazards. We can solvent, flammable, environmental, required specialized electrical equipments. For example, the fridge, storage of the samples stored in the solvents. Also, we can use for the specific hazard to make safety and protection the cold rooms and the water coolings. The equipments moved from the cold rooms with get condensation on its internal electrical circuits. Avoid this movement and use of the low tension and the low voltage. Give a lots of the time to the acclimatize due to the proper installations, proper time period to be provided, and then we can use this device and equipment, also the cold rooms and the water coolings. Next, we will discuss about the electrical hazard for capacitive coupling. No need to touch, and both can burn severally internally and externally depending on the how focused. Think of that them like an open air microwave ovens. We can use the proper safety and protection. For next, HT, high tension, the static, very low current, moderate power is to be, will jump considerable distance between the beware of the capacitors, and we can also use this power for the heating effect in the body is equal to and greater than internal burns and damages. It is also contact the burns, deep burns, and necrosis. Over here is next, trailing power and signal wires protects and steady them up to depends on this range and ratings. We can also discuss in next the other laboratories situations, other office situations, and other home situations. Depends on these laboratories and which type of equipment and which type of devices here are used. This type of safety and protection is to be provided, and also the safety and protective device like a circuit breaker, fuse, MCB, LCB, and isolator switch and earthing must be required for the rating and capability of this laboratory equipments. Also the offices situations, depending on the current carrying capacity and range, this type of hazard and electrical safety and personal safety is to be one of the most important point of view. Other is home situation. We can discuss in where to get more information for the your supervisor, manager, head of the department of safety and statements. Next is department of safety and communities and safety officers, DCU, domestic consumer utilization safety waves, also the editing, uh, uh, Edinburgh and S wave. Over here is university and university wave. We can also inform the where to get its informations. Next we'll discuss about the summary. According to electrical safety, we can awareness of the need for the electrical safety and protection, introduction to the sources of electrical dangers, and next is your responsibilities to take care of yourself and others. Over here is part 3, electrical safety. Video is completed, is over here. From this video we can study about the different safety and protection for the electrical specified hazards and personal safety. We can also take care of yourself, equipments and others by using the safety and protective device and knowledge of safety and electrical safety point of view. Thank you.